Hey guys, welcome back to Tower of Fantasy. So they just announced 1.5 with Artificial Island coming on September 15th, which is like 10 days away, which is awesome. Whole new zone to explore, a bunch of new summons. We'll take a look at the map and stuff like that and the kind of summons that you will be getting with the unlocking of this island. There's new bosses, new enemies. There's just a lot to do in this island, and essentially what it is it's your own island where you can upgrade buildings, gather resources, you know, kind of that city builder type thing, but not fully customizable sort of city builder, but it's still like the full world. Clear bosses, do weekly quests, all that sort of stuff inside the island to get, you know, more stuff to progress you more. Also, I wanted to throw my bet in there just because I was noticing this more in editing. Claudia has to be the next banner, doesn't it? I'm hanging out for Claudia. She's all over this trailer. I'm hoping Claudia before Cobalt B based on this. That's just a complete guess based on what I'm seeing in this trailer, but there's a lot of Claudia action in the trailer. Fingers crossed that she is next. Now, I think the biggest thing that we'll be looking at that we can get is some SSR matrices inside of it. But you know, this is like I really like that they use a lot of the gifts. Like, so when you get gifts to gift your simulacrums, like a lot of them are actually like characters in this island that help you upgrade your world and stuff like that, which I find to be a really cool touch. But like I said, pretty cool that we're getting this update so soon. When we got the announcement of 2.0 Vera, we thought it was going to be pretty close to getting this. Now, I didn't play through this too much on CN. I'll show you my CN version in a minute. But like this really gets in line with the idea that I think possibly by sort of November, we could definitely be getting 2.0, which would be really, really exciting. I love the concept of catching up to CN. I know some hate it, but you know, I'm a big fan. So hopefully this is a good indicator of that. I'm still waiting for an announcement for the next banner. If we do get Claudia or Cobalt announced for the next banner, then I will be pretty happy that we're going to go through those two, and then we'll jump straight into Ruby probably after that. But we will have to wait and see. But this is the Artificial Island. So let's jump over into my CN version and show you guys just a little bit of what the Artificial Island is in itself. So as you can see, it's like a whole map. Like, as you can see, I haven't explored it that much. I didn't really care for this too much. Basically, on the CN version, as you can see here, I got this quest. I translated that quest. You've got to find devlogs. I found one. They're like really, really tiny books that you got to find around the place. They are on the website. So when Global comes out, you'll just have to look at the website on the interactive map, and you can go ahead and find these things. So I'll just show you that quickly. If we go here to the left screen, you know, this interactive map, which I'll leave linked in the description, it's through, I get to it through this website here, the toweroffantasy.info. But like, it shows you where all these logs are. So this quest that I'm on that I never bothered completing, but now I realize there's an interactive map. You can collect all these, and that's how you sort of get through the initial quest, and then you start building your buildings. But the other thing that I want to show you while we're here and before we jump back and look at it in the CN version a bit more is the summons that we are going to get. So if we jump over here and we look at Black Nucleus, there's a fair few Black Nucleus, which isn't too bad. And then we got Supply Pod 1, which is going to have Black Nucleus in them, a bunch more. So that is a lot of Black Nucleus summons, which I'm pretty happy about. It took me 500 summons on one account to get an SSR and over 700 on the other one. So hopefully I get some better rates on these Black Nucleus when we unlock this island. But then we go into the golds as well. As you can see, there's not a hell of a lot of gold, but what's that? Probably like 20-ish there. Plus we have the supply pods as well. So maybe like 30 to 40 golden nucleus that we'll get through this island, which is pretty decent. I'm pretty happy with those results. So just to give you an idea on those devlog things, like this was the one that I found is like in the corner here. But you know, now that we've got the interactive map with the points, they're easy to find. But you got to find 10 of these bad boys to get the quest like started. But as you can see, it is a massive zone with heaps to do. There's a ton of summons. You can see like over there, there's teleporters and stuff like that you can use. You got like mushroom puzzles. There's all the standard stuff in every zone. It's just like this is sort of your own personal type zone. So let's just jump over here. And take a look at this. So once again, we'll belt this rock out. I'm pretty sure that's a teleporter. Can I get up, please? Please. There we go. All right, so we can punch this out. And you got these teleporters that take you to different places around the map. Once again, we've got a bunch of these things that you can pop open. Pretty decent for experience farm. I feel like you can find a decent experience route through here. You can see here we got, you know, more puzzles, more summons to get, all that sort of stuff. And there is just a lot in it. Like I said, there's plenty of enemies. if you're wondering what this is, I think my CN version got bugged, and this happened before global launch. And for some reason, my my pistols give the animation of Shiro's ultimate, and I have no idea why it started, and I don't know if it's like a legitimate thing or whether it's a bug, but I think it looks absolutely sick. And I think when you do the aiming mode, it looks way cooler as well. It like feels like more reliable to hit. You know how sometimes with Samir, you feel like the bullets aren't really going right in the middle of the crosshair? With this, it actually kind of does, which is kind of cool. But yeah, you've got all the different enemies around the joint as well that you're going to run around. So it's just pretty much an entire normal zone. You can see like over here, there's a gold nucleus supply pod that I can go into if I want to. A bunch of different stuff. Like I said, once you complete this quest chain of finding all those devlogs, I believe that's when you open up the island and you start farming resources and stuff like that. But like I said, on this version, because it's the CN version, you know, I never care too much about these like sort of min-maxy side things when I play CN versions, because, you know, I play them just to, you know, go through the basics of the game, find the core knowledge, and these things are sort of side, like these are min-maxy. Like eventually you can start getting SSR matrices and stuff like that from these places, which, you know, that's not what I was trying to maximize on the CN version, but we'll definitely be going hard on this when we get to global. We just ported all the way up here and dropped into nowhere. Some guys to definitely look at, I'll leave links to their channels in the description, who would definitely have gone through much more of this in the CN version. Guys like Curios, Gateo, who else? Curios, Gateo, Pendragon, Holiest, Gotcha Death, all those guys. I'll leave them linked. Really good dudes. Sept probably has a bunch of info on it as well. So yeah, check those guys out. Like I said, I'm not going to go too deep into this. It's fairly self-explanatory, these things. Like, to me, like, geez, can I get up the bloody wall? There it is. Okay, so yeah, with these types of things, you know, you unlock the facilities, you start upgrading your facilities, you mine resources, and you keep going. If there's anything crazy min-maxy, we'll cover it. But, you know, I just think the biggest thing in this zone is that we've got more space to explore. And as you can see, here is home. But because I haven't done the quest chain, I haven't unlocked all the buildings to be able to go ahead and set it up. But honestly, I think it's wicked that we're getting this early into the game. It's like I said from the start, it's like a really good idea by them to keep giving us stuff like this that they've obviously got ready to tide us over into 2.0. Obviously, we still got level caps increasing. This feels like there's something to do every day. And, you know, you can get a really solid 2 hours of, you know, gameplay a day of just doing the stuff, and then you can just grind it out further if you want to. And adding this sort of stuff gives you that bit of extra exploration. People have probably been feeling a bit dry on summons. Well, they will be by the 15th. You know, we just had the new banner, so if you went for free, you know, that gave you a bit of a spice in your summon life, unless you're like me and got shafted. But, you know, and then by the 15th, people will be like, oh, I wouldn't mind doing some more summons or something like that. Then they throw us a new island, a heap more summons, a heap more to explore, sink some time. Then, you know, another month and a half maybe, hopefully 2.0 would be my prediction. But just letting you guys know, this is coming. Once we see some patch notes, we'll go through it, see if there's anything else interesting. But I honestly think that, you know, this is going to be the bulk of what we have coming in the patch notes. Can we see the dragon flying around? You can only see the dragon. I wanted to show you guys the dragon. There he is. There's the dragon. Okay, I can't even aim that high. I can't aim. Anyway, that's the dragon. That's the island. It's coming on the 15th. Pretty excited. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.